Hi everyone, and welcome to October Wise People, which starts in style because tomorrow on the 2nd we have what is called an annular solar eclipse in Libra with new moon as well. And aside from that, it has company. Sun, Moon, and Mercury make a conjunction with the South Node in Libra as well. So themes like past, karma, old programming, blocking thought patterns, anything to do with the past has to be worked on and cleared now. And we had this ongoing for at least a year or more intense in the last year since the previous eclipse in Libra. On top of that, we have Venus in Scorpio, which brings even more intensity to it all. The fears and the desire for things to be different and for transformation, for things to finally happen the way we hoped and wished for. Everything is just going to create a bit of a manic time and emotions. We also have a water grand trine. It's just so much, so much. I'm not going to insist on the astrology of it. Perhaps we'll outline some or we'll post other people's like astrologers, proper astrologers posts. However, I did ask for insight psychically and with the help of tools like rune cards and tarot. So I'm going to have a quick look for you at that. And the rune is Thurisaz, which is well, what can you expect? I always said the energy is amazing and everything just aligns with one another. Is the rune of chaos and power at the same time. It represents a thorn or a hammer. The rune is known as the rune of Thor. It's about resistance and protection from danger. It's about unwanted circumstances. So brace yourselves, there can be a bit of chaos for a while. And on top of that, we also have here le bâton, which is also signifying difficulties. It says here justice will be served eventually, and love will be what's the word in English? Requited love eventually. So if you felt like you are in a situation, a relationship of unrequited love, or some other relationships did not seem to be going in the right direction or were challenging, eventually things will get better. But first we have to go through a tower moment. That's what I was looking for, it more familiar thing to refer to. First we go through a tower moment, which is about shattering weak foundations, whether that is to do with the mind, with the emotions, with connections we created, anything from the past that does not serve us has to be get rid of, left behind, destroyed, get rid of it all. And only then we can build and change things in the way we want them to be, because a lot have tried perhaps to manifest, hold the vision, achieve something, and they felt they are blocked, they are being held back, they have all sorts of obstacles in the way, it's going too slow if at all. Well, that's the reason, because things were built on a wrong, weak, improper foundation, and that is not necessarily something that you did. If what you were trying to build had to take into account other people, if other people were involved, it's probably to do with them, not necessarily to do with you. However, yes, we all have to pause and take stock and make sure we do things in the right way for ourselves and the best way for ourselves. We I was just reading that some people may have a bit of a nervous breakdown, or their mind does not shut down, so their nervous system can be very stimulated, and a lot of people could feel aggravated at the moment of avoid conflict. Just spend time with yourself, with your problems, look at what you need to heal within yourself, where things were difficult. They were difficult with this 10 of wands. Put them God, I'm finding difficult to get my words after mixing three languages in my head earlier on. Things may be too much, too quick, and you have to pause and reassess, and then start again with a better foundation. Only then you can get the commitment, the structure, the strategy, and after that there will be a wheel of fortune moment where things will turn for the better. There will be more with the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands here. There will be better actions, better finances, better decisions, more abundance, more stability. So things are turning for the better. However, before that happens, there will be a moment of chaos, disturbance, perturbance, whatever way you want to call it. It's before things, yeah, it's the storm before the rainbow, if you like. So don't panic if you're having a bit of a difficult time this week, whether emotionally, mentally, whatever way, or to do with relationships. This is because it's solar eclipse in the sign of Libra, which is about balance. We will be thrown out of balance. Could be our way of thinking, could be news, communication coming from others. We could feel with this 10 of wands, could be bombarded with ideas, or could be bombarded with all sorts of news that we were not aware of, and can create conflict. And I'm trying not to lose my train of thought. Do some healing, whatever practices, spiritual practices that help you, make sure you have them in place, and don't let this week be or create too much damage, take too much of a toll on you. Things are actually changing, and are changing for the better. Oh yes, I wanted to say that this solar eclipse is in Libra, which is about balance. So obviously we are going to be thrown out of balance, and is about connections. So some relationships, connections, friendships, whatever, romantic partnerships, business partnerships, can actually dismantle, and it's on the south node, which is about the past, so some karmic contracts, and I mentioned this for a while now. And you might have to cut some energetic cords as well. So again, spiritual practices and any tools that help you find your balance and not be thrown off course this week will be good to have in place and practice and use. Things are, yes, changing. You will have more clarity, you will have more stability after this. You will know what new direction you want to take, what new actions you want to take. You'll be feeling better, healthier. If you had health problems, now you can find out first that you were misdiagnosed, or you didn't have the full diagnosis, or that you find new ways of healing, new medication, whatever. Consult your doctor, obviously. You may look at alternative therapies and practices. I always say it's important that we approach holistically. Yes, if you had legal matters that caused you problems and confusion or just difficulties, they will be resolved in your favor eventually. It might take a while, perhaps there have been delays there. Venus being in Scorpio, money matters and love matters may come to light. And we have I'm just finding difficult to find my words. It's changes. Things being completely different after this. It's, yeah, probably the best way I put it was the storm before the rainbow. And I wanted to read something because I did come across about an article mentioning Lilith, the black moon Lilith, and Mercury joined with the sun and the moon at 10 degrees in Libra, which is about a strong voice that calls us to deepen our connections, first and foremost with ourselves. So you will become unapologetically you. If you ever had anything, any constraints, worries, lack of confidence, you will now become the true self that you always wanted to be. And all the layers of conditioning from the past, whether upbringing, education, society, and all together as well, have kept you stuck and in a corner. Now there is a very strong surge of energy. And also some of you, and I mentioned, I came across for a few signs of and for a while this has shown in my readings of outside interference, whether people or actions and outside factors, conditioning and keeping you stuck in a situation. Now this is like some people dabbling into the dark side of the occult, or some people being extremely toxic and not healing their trauma, anything like that that has interfered with your life now is being practically shown, highlighted, first comes to light. That's why I said there will be conflict first, there will be nervous breakdown first, perhaps. I don't mean to laugh because I don't take it seriously. Is because I find sometimes um, I'm looking for better words so I don't create panic, but I realize that we just have to say it as it is at times. You can't sugarcoat it. I don't even know why I'm actually even trying to sugarcoat it, because it's not Aries style at all. But I suppose I have worked on myself and my Aries communication style and try to soften it and not sugarcoat it, but soften it and um, be more nurturing, if you like. So now all that interference, external interference, is coming to an end, and that's why we may be going through a lot of mad moments emotionally, but we are coming out to the other end. So there may be chaos, but that's going to change. It's going to fall apart, and a fortunate turn of events, that was another term that I was actually looking for and finding difficult to get it out there. A fortunate turn of events is going to take place. I did say justice and legal problems is going to bring you financial stability eventually. Yes, not right away. A lot of ideas and a lot of communication, but also a lot of fight and strife will eventually calm down and bring stability. Some of you may be learning things, as in finding out, and some of you may be actually learning, studying new things, as in how to move forward, putting together a strategy. So it is a very positive outcome after a very chaotic, challenging time. The best summary. Look forward to help you deal and overcome with a bit more ease this week. Don't worry about the process. Keep your eyes on the prize. Remember that whatever you may be experiencing this week, it can be like very raw rupture. It will actually give birth to a new era in your life, of your life, of your happiness. So yeah, hope it helps, and we'll see you next time in the next video.